Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we identified how we can work with the particular nested if. So, using the interface here, how exactly we are working with the nested whenever we are trying to create an interface inside the any class. So, that is we implement in the last class. So, today we are going to see one more important information regarding this particular same interface. So, in the previous example, we implemented something called the stack related example we implemented here. This is, I guess, the stack test. Getting the point. So using this particular interface, how exactly we are going to implement the particular stack test here. Getting the point. So we'll try to focus on more regarding this particular stack test using the particular interface information. So let's see. I'm going to create one. I'm going to create an interface first. The interface will have two information here. What are the two information? It contains two methods here. Something called the name of the interface I'm creating like this. int stack. Getting the point. So now, after creating this particular interface, what I'm going to do, I will create push method. This push method is going to take one parameter, something called int item, and another one, the pop method I'm going to create. So another one, the pop method I'm going to create here. So carefully observe, if I'm going to create this particular interface with the two method sections, what exactly we are going to do? We'll create one more class to implement this particular interface. Getting the point. So what is the name of the class we are going to work here? So if you observe, fixed stack. I'm creating fixed stack here. This particular fixed stack here, we are going to work with the into stack. So it is taking some time to import this particular into stack. So you can check here into stack, and whenever we are implementing, what we need to do here, so we need to implement the two methods here. What are the two methods? First one is push method, the second one is pop method. So these are the two methods, and so along with this create I'm going to create one constructor here. So the constructor is going to take size here. The constructor is going to say size. Inside this particular size, what I'm doing here, I will try to create two variable sections here. What are the two variable sections here? Carefully, I'm having two variables information. One is we are taking as an array. One more we are declaring as a into variable. Right. So how we are going to use inside this particular constructor? If we observe carefully, now, so I'm creating like this. I'm creating like this with the size, whatever the size we are going to get from this particular constructor. And after that, what I'm doing here, the toss variable I'm making as a -1. the same example which we used here, but only the difference here, we are going to work with the interface here. The same example how we can implement using this particular interface here. Getting the point. So back to here, so we try to check with the push method. And the same condition I am going to use something push dot start dot length. And if it is -1, so what we did in the last class, simply you provide the message stack is full. So else what we are going to do, inside this particular star, the variable we are going to store, whatever the variable we are going to get from this particular push method. But where I am going to store here, something called, so pre-increment the toss. The pre-increment variable I am going to use. So why I am using this particular variable? To increase the index number. To increase the index number. Getting the point. So after this, what I am going to do, the push method will be implemented, and the next we'll go for the pop method. Inside this particular pop method, I'm going to add, so this particular the variable called toss is less than 0, so it is underflow. The stack is underflow. So something called the stack cannot have any information. Return 0. And else what we can do here, so instead of returning this, what I will do here, I will use the return, and inside this particular variable I am going to use as a post decrement operator. So this is the way we are going to return the variable. Getting the point. So this is the way we are working with the particular interface, and inside the interface we implemented two methods. Using this particular fixed stack, what we are doing here, we are going to override the particular two methods here. Right. So let me save the same example, and along with this, I'm going to create a one more here. So something called one more class I'm going to create. The another class here, dynamic stack. So dynamic stack. So now we implemented the fixed stack, and later I'm working with the dynamic stack using the same interface here. So observe here how exactly we are going to implement the same interface for the different implementation. The same interface for the different implementations here. Getting the point. Now, so to understand here, I'm going to copy all the information here. Only the difference here, how this particular array is going to increment dynamically. So instead of using the fixed size, how this exactly is going to increase dynamically. Getting the point. So carefully observe here, we are working with the dynamic stack, right? And after creating this particular dynamic stack, what we need to do, again, if we are going to work with the same example, it is also treated as a fixed stack. So to work on this, what we need to do, inside this particular push method, whenever we are having this particular minus length, if the condition satisfied, so instead of providing this particular message, now what I am doing here, observe here. I'm going to create one more temp array. So one more temp array I'm going to create. Here, how I'm using here. So carefully observe here. I'm using the length of this particular previous stack. Using the previous stack, I'm trying to multiply with the 2. So that what we are going to do, this particular temp is going to create, so whatever the size we are going to get with the size double value. So for example, we are going to get size 20, length we are going to get 20, getting the point. So it's going to become 40. This particular term will have a variables. How many variables we can store? Up to 39 variables we can store. So 0 to 39, it's become 40. Getting the point. So this is the way new integer array we are going to create here. Getting the point. And after this, what we are going to do, so new array we created. So what we need to do here, the previous element we have to store into this particular new created array or not, because this is the empty array. If I am going to print, so the values are 0 0 we are going to print. That is we already implemented in the last class. And carefully observe how I am going to work. I am using one loop here because one by one variable we are going to insert it into this particular time. And int I is equals to 0 and I less than, what I can do, start dot length. Getting the point. I plus plus. Whenever we are creating this particular loop, now what I am going to do, inside this particular term, I will provide the index number and so whatever the value we are having inside this particular I. So carefully observe, this is the newly created array and this is the previously created one. What we are doing here, inside this particular index location, whatever the value we are having in the start, the same value we are storing into the 10. Getting the point. After providing this, after executing this particular loop, now what we are going to do, again I want to provide the information to whatever the temp we are having, the values I'm going to assign into this particular stack. After that, is equals to item. Is equals to item. So this is very important here, and only this way we can implement this particular dynamic array. So we'll check this example, making something debug. In the debug, we can check this one. So first we'll go for the fixed stack. Later we'll go for the dynamic stack. But only, so what we need to consider is here, but how we are using the interface, this is important here. Getting the point. Now back to here, I'm going to create one main class. I'm going to create a main class, something called fixed dynamic demo. Fixed dynamic demo. And here, first we'll check with the fixed class. So we are having the parameterized constructor. First one will specify 5. And the second one I'm going to create 6. So based on this, what we are going to get? The array, the integer stack array, we are going to get with the size called 5 and 6. 5 and 6 here. And to work on this, what we can do? So we need to use loop here. Int I is equals to 0, I less than 5 for first one, I plus plus. So what I can do?